very good morning to all of you.
Myself, Professor Dhaval Chandarana, and we are continue on our unit number 4, Electronic Business and Legal Issue of Cyber Law and Ethics subject. Guys, on a previous lecture, I will just remind you, we will discuss how to development a e-commerce on a different year, what are the different innovation will be implemented in e-commerces, as well as we are comparing two different concepts in form of contracts, paper versus paperless, and we will discuss a different 5 stages on behalf of which one is the best one. So in the previous lecture we will identify that on comparing of paper and a paperless contract is now feasible, very secure, as well as a less time consuming process in compare of paper. So guys, if you have found any doubt regarding paper and paperless contract, please refer my previous video. Guys, on the today's lecture we will discuss a specifically e-commerce model. In the e-commerce model we will discuss a business to business and business to consumer, or we can say customer model, and later on we will discuss the most important concept on an e-commerce module is nothing but e-security. Guys, on a previous lecture we will discuss a 7th different model which is part directly and indirectly in form of e-commerce, but on the behalf of 7 we will going through the 2 different model in detail. So today's we will discuss a 2 different model of e-commerce. We will start with the e-commerce model is also known as electronic commerce or the internet commerce. Transactions of money, fund and data are also considered as an e-commerce, because on a previous lecture we will discuss that not purchasing online product is also a part of e-commerce, but money transactions, fund transactions, data transmissions, as well as a purchasing of online product is also part of e-commerce, and which are all connected in form of single platform known as a e-commerce. These business transactions can be done in a 4 different way: business to business, business to customer, customer to customer, and the customer to business, because we know that how the deal with happen with the business to business, business to customer, customer to customer, and the customer to business in form of electronic communications or in form of electronic commerces. E-commerce or electronic commerce means buying and selling of goods, services, product over the internet is known as e-commerces. E-commerce is also known as the electronic commerce or the internet commerce. This service provide online over the network. Transactions of money, funds and data are also considered as an e-commerce, because on the first line we will discuss not only the purchasing and selling, or we can say buying and selling of goods as well as on product, but transactions of money, data transmissions, EDI, electronic data intelligence, is also part of e-commerce model. The standard definitions of e-commerce is a commercial transactions which is happened over the internet. Guys, I will just revise these definitions because you must be remember that the standard definitions of e-commerce is commercial transaction. Transactions may be anything which should be happened with over the internet. It is known as e-commerce. Online store like Amazon, Flipkart, Shopify, Myntra, eBay, Quicker, OLX are the example of e-commerce websites. By 2020, on the recent year, global retail e-commerce can be reached up to a 727 trillion. Guys, it is the biggest digit if you are converted into the Indian rupees, but it is the real fact that how the e-commerce market is boosted up nowadays, and it also continuously growth on a second year up to the 2021. So let's see, a first e-commerce model is nothing but a business to business model. A website following the B2B business model sell its product to the intermediate buyers who then sell the products to the final customers. Means it is just a communications between two organization, and behalf of the customer, some organization will take a bulk of product and then they can sell it to the customers. As an example, The wholesaler places an order from the company's websites, and after receiving the consignment or the group products, sells that end product to the final customer who come to buy the product at one of its retail outlet. Means a wholesaler, it is also a business person who can sell a product, but they can take or they can buy from this another organization who are a manufacturer. So in short, we can say that a business to business is nothing but a manufacturer and wholesaler communications chain. So it is nothing but a business to business product model. A business organization who can a manufacturer or a supplier, wholesaler, it is a one of the person, but they are not a product supplier, they are not a manufacturer. They are just taking a bulk of product for the end user customers. But a wholesaler place order through the business organization who can create or who can sell this product through online market. So the wholesaler can place order on the business organization website in form of a bulk ordering. Then after getting the consignment, they can place a order or they can sell a individual or single product to the end users. So it is nothing but a business to business model. Second model is nothing but a business to consumer model. A website follows the business to consumer model is known as a business model sells its product directly to a consumer. Means now a wholesaler part is removing so that directly customer can purchase a product from the manufacturer organization unit. A customer can view the product show on the websites which is placed by the manufacturers. The customer can select or choose a product and the order the same like a wholesaler can place the order from the business sites. The website will then send a notification to the business organizations via the email, maybe in phone, and the organization will dispatch the products and goods to the customer, and customer may be easily tracked where the actual products is reached. Nowadays live tracking also will be possible. So it is the model through which we can easily identify that how a business to consumer model will be implemented on a e-commerce sites. So business organization who are a manufacturer or who are producing the product through websites, they can place the order, and with helping of this website, customer can view, compare and select a product from the website who can provide the business organization. So they can directly communicate with the business person who are actually manufacture these products. So the costing of this product is very less compared to business consumer product. Now we see a second point of this particular lecture is known as e-security. E-commerce security is the guideline that ensures a safe transactions through the internet, because whenever we discuss any e-commerce, first we will know that as per the definition itself suggests that e-commerce is the communications or transactions will be happen within the help of internet. So for that a security is a mandatory requirement. It consists of protocol that safeguard the people who engage in the online selling and buying of goods and services, because everyone will be selling and buying the goods through this internet. So we can provide each and every terms layer of security in form of e-commerce. You need to gain your customers' trust by putting in the place of e-commerce security basis such as basic include privacy, integrity, authentications, non-reputations, as well as we will discuss each and every term which we are defined in form of 6 different terms like privacy, integrity, authentication and non-reputations. Guys, if your websites or your organization's websites are achieving those 4 bases of security, then anyone can trust on your business, anyone can trust your websites, and each and every people are follow your products, follow your websites and take order from your websites. So you must be maintained. If you are a organization who can think over to convert your local business into the online business, you must be achieved these four parameters due to some e-security reasons. So now we will discuss each and every term with respect to a security. I will just revise this term: privacy, integrity, authentication, and a non-reputations. So we'll start with the e-security in form of privacy. Privacy includes preventing any activity that will lead to the sharing of customers' data with unauthorized third party. Whenever we discuss a privacy are always against in form of informations. So if anyhow we can secure a customer's data in form of basic informations, in form of banking detail, then we will achieve a first parameter of e-security is nothing but a privacy. Apart from the online seller that the customer has chosen, no one else should be access their personal informations and the account detail. As we discussed on the first line, if anyhow any organizational websites who can achieve or who can secure a customer's personal and the account detail, then they can easily achieve a privacy from the third party or an unauthorized person. A breach of confidentiality occurs when the seller let other have access to such informations. If anyhow some third party or unauthorized person can take information from the websites, then we are not getting the actual trust from the customer sites, and we leak information in form of not achieving a privacy in form of e-security. And the online business should put in the place at least a minimum of antivirus, firewall, encryptions and other data protections. It will go a long way in a protections credit card, bank details of a clients. So guys, if you think that your organization's website want to achieve a privacy, you must be follow the last paragraph. You must be, or we can say, a mandatory thing to implement it for a data security. And it is some basic requirement. You can more secure your websites in form of SSL, in form of 2-level security, 3rd-level security, random generations password, one-time passwords, encrypted password, and so many things. So you can easily achieve a first statement of e-security, as well as you can gain more trust from your customers. Now second thing in form of e-security is nothing but integrity. Integrity is another crucial concept of e-commerce security. It means ensuring that any information that customer have shared online remains unaltered. Means whatever data will be shared among these websites, which share among the internet, no one can modify it without authentications of those data which is shared by the authorized person. Integrity means no one can modified, no one can update, and no one can edit those authentications informations without any kind of authority. It is nothing but a integrity. The principle state that the online business is utilize the customer's information as given without changing anything. Like if someone place a one product which is form of 10,000 rupees, anyhow unauthorized person can modify his order, like they can just change a quantity of product like 1 to 2, then they can pay more than 10,000 rupees without any kind of requirement. So it is not at any case someone can modify without any permissions, or no one can getting the integrity of this particular security. So it is mandatory requirement to any of the organization who can achieve integrity in form of e-commerce. Altering any part of data causes the buyer to lose the confidence in a security and integrity of the online enterprise. As we discussed, same example, if someone can modify the order, then they're necessarily not required to achieving an actual trust on behalf of any organization's website. Third thing, authentication, and I think everyone's are going through this parameter in form of security, or we can say in form of e-security. Authentication is a prior thing. The principles of authentication in e-commerce security requires that both the sellers and the buyer should be real. because if both the communications party are hiding some information, then the business will never be optimized and never be authorized to access those all products, not in form of transaction, on form of money transaction in any of. So they should be who they say they are. Means no one can hide the any informations from each other. The business should be prove that it is the real, deal with the genius item or the services and deliver what it promise. Guys, nowadays so many websites are deal with this fake and unlegitimate products. They can show some products or show some other pictures and they can deliver some other product. So it is known as an online fraud. So if your organization want to achieve the third parameters known as authentication, you can also only put those product which is real one, which you can deliver to your customers. If it is, then your customer will always believed on your websites, on your organizations, on your authentications parameter. The client should also give the proof of identity to make the sellers feel secure about the online transactions. It is possible to ensure the authentications and the identification. Not for the only organization side. If you are a client, then you also want to authorize from your organization. You also will provide some proof. Then you are a real person who can make it order and who can pay the money for those products who can deliver to your home. So in the both the way, you must be provide a identity which is they say and they are. So it is nothing but a authentication. If you are unable to do so, hiring an expert will help a lot. Among the standard solutions include the client login informations, credit card, pins, because nowadays we know that so many times a bank and bank caller will be provide the message, no one our bank customer person who can ask any secure pin number, secure pin card number as well as ATM number. So it is nothing but one of the steps they can achieving from the client side is known as a authentications. And the last steps of e-security is nothing but a non-repudiations. A repudiations means a denial, means not provide the permissions. Therefore the non-repudiations is a legal principles that instruct player not to deny that action in the transactions. Means no one can deal with behalf of you, which is nothing but to achieving a non-repudiations. The business and the buyer should follow through the on the transactions part that they initiated. Means if you initiated some of the transactions, then and behalf of somehow or behalf of some internet or technical issues, you never be denied that I will not do this kind of transactions. It is nothing but a non-repudiation. Means if you initiating any of these transactions, then you must be completed with some specific time and with some specific criteria. E-commerce can feel less safe since it's occur in the cyberspace with a no live video, because now we know so many people are achieving those kind of fraud detections, fraud marketing, fraud data in form of non-repudiation. Means they can purchase some product and then in form of payment time they are denied. I will not able to complete this order. It is known as a non-repudiations. So a non-repudiations give the e-commerce security on another layer. Means if your organization's website is always be follow this fourth parameter, then your customer is completely satisfied with your websites as well as your organizations. It confirms that the communications that occur between the two players indeed reach the recipient. Means both the way who can sell the product, they are not never denied for the product purity. And on the customer side, if the initiative of purchasing this product, then customer also not denied for these transactions. So in the both the way, you must be achieved a non-repudiation in form of e-security. And the last, therefore, a party in that particular transactions cannot deny a signatures, email or a purchase, because on somehow they must be achieving a non-repudiations with some authentication known as a digital signature, emails in form of notification or in form of purchase transactions. So guys, it is a thing which we are must be remember that if as an organization person you want to convert your local business into the online market, you must be achieve those 4 parameters which we are discussing in now's lecture. And you must be remember whenever you are going through the online market. I hope you are clear. I hope you are enjoys all the lecture, and I hope you complete gone through this all videos which is uploaded on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much.